What if I told you that a popular superfood could be making your hypothyroid symptoms worse if you weren't careful? It's why today I'm exposing the truth about maca root, which most health websites probably aren't telling you, and you need to know this, so make sure to watch this video straight till the end. Before I dive in, make sure to hit that little bell button and subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss a thing. In the meantime, if you don't know who I am, I'm Melissa Ramos, nutritionist with a background in Chinese medicine, and if you're ready, let's do this. Okay, so what is maca? Let's start off with the basics. Maca is a root vegetable grown in the Peruvian Andes for thousands of years. Think of it as a cousin to the everyday radish with some unique properties. What makes maca unique is its classification as an adaptogen, which in other words means helping you to adapt to stress. Just a side note, if you are interested in learning about adaptogenic herbs and how to support yourself through hypothyroidism, well, guess what? I have a free thyroid workshop that you can actually check out by clicking the link in the caption. And the best part, it's only 30 minutes to watch because I know you're busy. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive into maca and thyroid function. Because honestly, this is where the science gets super fascinating. Number one, let's talk about glucosinolate content. Maca contains glucosinolates, which are compounds that can affect thyroid function. What's important to understand is that unlike other cruciferous vegetables, maca's glucosinolates are structurally different. Research suggests that these compounds don't suppress thyroid function. Number two, mineral content. Maca is rich in selenium and iodine, and these minerals are crucial for thyroid function. However, this is the reason why you need to be careful with dosing, and don't worry about it, I'll get to that in a moment, so keep watching. When taking maca, you shouldn't feel jittery or have a tummy ache, and you also really need to monitor your thyroid labs, so make sure that you are doing that at least on an annual basis, and possibly consider working with my team. Oh, and by the way, have you tried maca? If so, let me know in the comments what's been your experience. And let's dive into number three, the hormonal effects. Maca does not contain any hormones. However, it does help to support your hormone-producing glands. Research shows that it can help to support your hypothalamic pituitary axis. Gesundheit. In other words, it can be really helpful if you're wrestling with burnout or find that you are struggling to cope with stress because maybe you're in that perimenopausal, menopause, or even postmenopausal phase of your life. Now let's dive into the scientific research to be able to analyze maca's safety for hypothyroid patients. Let's start off with a 2015 review that found maca root has no negative impacts on thyroid function. In fact, clinical trials found that it can actually support optimal hormone levels. And last but not least, there is no documented evidence to show that maca interferes with thyroid medication. However, there's a catch, I know. Most of these studies actually weren't conducted explicitly on people with hypothyroidism, which brings me to 3 essential considerations. Because truthfully, before you try maca, these factors are kind of important. Number 1, timing matters. If you do take maca, take it 2 hours away from thyroid medication just to be on the safe side, and start off with 1/4 of a teaspoon and slowly work your way up to a teaspoon. And number 2, this is a big one. Quality matters. The first thing is you're going to want to look for products that are tested for heavy metals, and also make sure that the maca is actually from Peru. Here's a crazy fact. About 80% of maca on the US market is actually from China. And Chinese maca is not only sprayed with pesticides and fertilizers, all of which are going to disrupt thyroid function, but it is grown at a much lower altitude versus its counterpart in Peru, where it's grown in altitudes of 14,000, if not higher. But why does this matter, you ask? Let me tell you. Experiments grown with maca at much lower altitudes actually found that the maca didn't end up having hormone balancing properties based on the altitude, the lower altitude that it was grown in. Pretty cool, huh? And number 3, and my gosh, this is probably one of the most important points that I want you to take home with. Make sure that you purchase gelatinized and not raw. Now, this is probably due to the raw food craze that a lot of manufacturers ended up selling raw maca. Now, this is problematic because raw maca contains goitrogens. Now, this is an anti-nutrient compound that interferes with thyroid hormone conversion. Now, when you choose gelatinized, these compounds have been broken down. Here's the bottom line. Maca is generally safe for those with hypothyroidism, but of course, individual experiences will vary. And that's going to depend on factors like where the maca was sourced from, the type of maca, raw versus gelatinized, the dosing, etc. Pretty much everything that I covered in this video. But before adding maca to your routine, here are some considerations. Number 1, consult with your practitioner to see if maca is right for you. Number 2, add it in slowly and monitor your response. Number 3, keep up with regular thyroid hormone testing. With our patients, we recommend anything from 6 months to a year. In the meantime, did you love this video? If so, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to share it with someone who just might need it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.